Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Tony here. Thanks for stopping in. We're going to talk a little bit about Alice's restaurant because today is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving. And every Thanksgiving I play this record. But was going through it today, I actually said, maybe I'll show the soundtrack to the movie. There was a movie that was based on a song, Alice's Restaurant. Here's the original. This is a reprise, first edition, first pressing. And this is cool because the liner notes really tell you a lot about ARLO. Talks a little bit about his father, Woody. Talks about Pete Seeger, all the dudes. When he had they said that he had a folk-style bar mitzvah. So when he had his bar mitzvah at age 13 and a half or so, all these great folk heroes were there. It had to be an amazing. Too bad that wasn't on tape or somewhere. Too bad no one recorded that, as far as I know. And on the back, you also have a great liner note, which includes a New York Times article. So we're going to talk about this now, talk about the movie, basically. And the movie has the song on it as well. And on this album of the soundtrack, it's broken up into Alice's Restaurant Massacre Part 1, and on side 2, Alice's Restaurant Massacre Part 2. And the time is off by about 10 seconds on either one. And you also can get it on this record, which is a nice intro to folks who don't have any ARLO Guthrie. I would recommend the best of ARLO Guthrie. This is fantastic because it also has the full version, 18 plus 20 seconds or whatever. It's on the original record, it's the whole side. Here, it has two other songs on, so they really squeezed it in. But this record still sounds pretty good. But also on here is City of New Orleans, which he did not write, but it's his. For me, he owns it now. ARLO owns this song. So we'll talk about the movie now. Now the movie soundtrack is pretty cool. Like I said, there's the soundtrack, and this is on UA, the album Alice's Restaurant. The regular album is on reprise. So this is UA, and like I said, it's broken down to parts 1 and part 2. But I just want to point out that it's based on a song, which was rare, and it's directed by Arthur Penn, who directed Bonnie and Clyde. So that's kind of odd, right? Pete Seeger's in it. James Broderick, who is Matthew Broderick's father, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, if you know him, star of screen, stage, and actually probably TV. Pat Quinn. There's a song in here, Songs to Aging Children, which was penned by Joni Mitchell, but she does not sing it. It's sung by Trigger Outlaw. I don't know why she didn't sing it. Probably some type of, copyright issues with different labels. But here's the original UA Inner, which you've seen a million times. And here is that. So this is a great album in itself. And if you haven't seen the movie, watch the movie because the movie's very funny. And Arlo's actually in it. So it's kind of, things must have happened so fast for him at this time, 67, 68, that he had to be in a whirlwind. This is his most famous song as far as I know. I'm not an ARLO Guthrie aficionado, but of course, City of New Orleans and the Alice's Restaurant Massacre Part 1 and Part 2. And on this record, it's basically on one complete side. Here is the best of on Warner. And on here, it's on side 1, and there's two other songs on it. But this sounds perfect. And like I said, they actually squished it in. Whoever mastered it did a great job. So if you don't know about this record, I did a short on it. I'll link it to the back of this. I do a short of it every year. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to play the complete track. I would love to play the complete track. And I just try to match up that hat there. This is a Stenson, of course. My son got this for me some years ago. But there you have it. Just a great album. This album, for me, is audiophile quality. I only have that tricolor, so I believe this may be also in mono. I think I have a mono copy, which I might. Let's go look into the wall of sound here. And while I'm here, let me see if I could pull some ARLOs for you. ARLO Guthrie. Here's some ARLOs for you. We'll show some ARLOs. Oh, that's actually great Rory Gallagher, Benny Gallagher, Leslie Gore. Okay, here we go. Hero's Lullaby with Shenandoah. This is a promo, a white label promo, I believe. Here we have ARLO. All sound good, different bands, small bands, big bands. ARLO. With a little bit of a catalog on the back. Now he's basically whatever recordings he does, I believe it's his own label. Another best of. Washington County. This we have it. Here's a stereo. So I do have another stereo. I thought I had one in mono. If it was in mono, I'm not certain. I should have checked that. But anyway, a great record. Pick that up. Here is ARLO and Pete Seeger, which is really one of my prized possessions. This sounds so good. Because it's not a lot of overdubs, basically live. Maybe they did a few overdubs here and there, but look at that. So check it out. Check out the movie, Alice's Restaurant, directed by the great Penn, who directed Bonnie and Clyde. Really strange, but did a great job. It's kind of a whimsical comedy, and it's based on that. And some of the folks that were in the town surrounding Alice's Restaurant are actually in it, like the police chief and things of that nature. So if you can find it on YouTube or you can find it streaming, I hope you get to see it. And of course, if you don't know ARLO, pick up the best of ARLO, and you can't go wrong with that. They're all over the place. Inexpensive, maybe $15, $20, but get a near mint copy, and you'll be very happy. And of course, Alice's Restaurant is on that record. So thanks. Please sub and like. We all know we have to do that. And have a very happy and safe Thanksgiving this year, 2025. Okay? Thanks a lot. See you later. Ciao.